Okay, I think we're on. Hi, everybody. This is Travel Grandma, and we have a very special show today. We're having a guest speaker. Her name is Anne Parisi, and she has a YouTube channel called Fueled by Wanderlust. And she's a local Southern California girl that I met at a camp out here. We've been doing some local camp outs in Southern California lately. So I'd like to introduce you to her, and she's going to be doing a workshop at our next meetup. Our next meetup is going to be December the 12th at 1 o'clock. And let's bring her on.
Wow.
Yes. How are you doing, Anne?
Good.
Good.
Right.
All right, so we have a couple of people in so far. We have Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
Okay. And what I'll do is when we have a question or something, I will just put this on like this, and then we can read the question, and then you can answer like that. Okay.
Okay.
And this is Lucretia. All right. And Liz is here. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
And Karen.
Karen.
Okay. So if you have any questions, go ahead and pop them up. If you could put like a QQQ or something, all caps or something that'll be easy for me to see, that would be most appreciated. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the general workshop. So what we've done is we've planned it to be a hands-on workshop. What we did was got a group campsite at O'Neill Park, Regional Park, and it's going to be in the camping area this time. Last time we had it in the day use area. This time we're going to have it in the actual camping area. And we're going to line up the cars because the campsite that I got is perfect for that, where everybody's going to be lined up like this. You're going to be actually at your vehicle doing a hands-on. Okay, so Anna's going to like talk us through. She's going to do some presentations. You're going to be at your car so you can get familiar with what is in your car, because everybody's car is different inside, whether it be an RV or a van or, you know, minivan like we have. We actually have the same van.
Yeah.
Although we discovered last time that my tires are just a little bit bigger. Mine are the 17 and yours are the
they're taller.
16-inch. Yeah. All right. So the workshop will probably be about 2 hours. There is an option to camp with us afterwards for the night. And that actually includes dinner, a barbecue chicken dinner, and then breakfast, my special pancakes in the morning if you'd like to do that. And I'll tell you how to sign up for that a little bit later on. But anyway, that's what we're planning to do. It's going to be pop your hood up, and Anne's going to teach you what to do. And this is in good timing because people are going to Quartzsite, and we want to get our vans prepped before we take that trip there. All right, so let's see. Wandering Gypsy Deb is here. Lots of people came in. Awesome. This is awesome. All right, so if you have any questions, go ahead and let us know. Put question by your comment. Okay, Carol's here. Hi, Carol. Yes, Carol, tell everybody what you did after the last meetup. Type it in. I don't want to spoil it if you're keeping it a surprise. If you want to spill the beans, go ahead and put it in the chat. I won't say anything till you do, okay? All right. So on the agenda, we have a couple of things. One is getting to know your engine. The next one is how to check your tire pressure and your tread wear. how to check the and add oil, how to check the coolant, how to check the hoses and belts, how to check the battery for corrosion, how to check and change the air filter, adding windshield wiper fluid, how to change the windshield wiper blades, and what the check engine light system is and how you can check it yourself. And then we'll have a lot of questions and answers probably. Okay. So we have a question here. Are dogs allowed at the event? Yes, dogs are allowed at the event. You need to keep them on a leash, obviously, and keep them under control. That's all. Let me see. I'm going to scroll up here and see if I see any questions. Can you see the chat, Anne, or can I only see that?
I can see it. Yeah.
Because I know you're on your phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the question about the dogs.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, here's the question here. Got a bunch of stuff popping up on my screen here. Where and when is this? It's going to be in Southern California at Chabuco Canyon, which is kind of like by Santa Margarita. And I think I put the description of everything in the description of this video, which she's probably not going to post until this is over. So it's going to be on December the 12th from 1 to 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, 1 to 3 o'clock. And then if you want to have camping afterwards, that's fine. And the fee for it is $35. And then if you want to camp afterwards, it's $50 for the night. So it's either $35 for the 2 hours or it's $50 for the whole thing, all inclusive. Okay. See if there's any other questions. All right. So why don't we just start with getting to know what are the main things before you take off on a trip that you would say to do, Anne?
Check your air pressure. Check your oil. Coolant.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the main things. I mean, wipers you can check. I mean, there's a lot of rain, then you have to worry about it. But that's another thing. You know, main things are coolant. You know, the hoses and stuff like that. You can just keep an eye on them.
Okay, we got. How do you know if rodents have gotten into your engine and chewed the wires?
Your car probably won't start. You can smoke, burn.
Okay.
Check engine light could come on. Hopefully they don't. You know, well, your insurance might pay for it. You know, I don't know. If you have full coverage, you might be able to get your insurance to pay for the repair.
I don't know. Yeah, something to check into. I know that you can put some spray on your wires in your engine.
And, yeah, didn't they use peppermint or something?
Yeah, peppermint and things like that too. Yeah. Lights, if you put lights under your car, you know, when especially at night, they like those solar lights that go on, they don't like the light. And a lot of times when you're in Quartzsite, a lot of times you'll see people's hoods are raised just because they don't want that dark environment in there. So they'll raise the roof.
I've never had any problems with
their hood. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody else has. I think they sit for a long time.
Maybe. Yeah. There was a girl that camped with us when we were up in the Redwoods. And she had something, I don't know what it was in her car, whether it was a rodent or whether, you know.
Oh, inside?
Could have been. It got up in her headliner.
Oh. Well, I had that squirrel that one time.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what this is. Any way to fix the chewed wires? Oh, if they've already gone through. Ooh. I don't know. Electrical tape, but I don't know if I trust it.
Yeah, it just depends on how bad it is. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it gets real bad and your car's messed up. You could probably get your insurance to pay for it. Just bring it to a mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
I
Maybe.
wouldn't mess with it either. Unless
I
it's
don't think
something.
I. Yeah, because you don't want to like cause a fire.
Yeah.
It could be a fire hazard if your wires are frayed like
That'll
that.
cause fire, oil leaking into your on your manifold could start a fire.
What's
So
a
you gotta check
manifold?
for oil leaks.
What's a manifold? Never heard of it. I know nothing about
The
cars.
intake. It's really hot. It gets real hot. It's like the part of the exhaust and it drips on there and it gets super hot.
Uh-huh.
It'll smoke and then it could cause a fire. I'll show you.
Lucretia said she'd seriously have a heart attack if her rodent was anywhere. Yeah, that'd probably be me too, Lucretia.
Well, that's why you get a dog or a cat.
I put a motion light under the RV. That's really good,
Yeah.
Liz. Yeah, I have those too. Actually, one time I forgot to take it out and I actually ran over it, but I taped it and it still works. Still works, Liz. There was actually a good sale when we were camping. We all ordered like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Well, we're at the campsite last
Like
time.
$11.
Yeah, it was a really good deal. I got actually 2 sets. All right. Who's going to Quartzsite? Maybe you might be able to go if you can get off work, huh?
Cat.
It's your kitty. Let's see what this is here. Oh my gosh, last winter squirrels got into mine. Oh, it was a hot mess. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We think maybe a chipmunk might have got into Jan's car. We didn't see any rats or anything like that or mice, but we saw a lot of little chipmunks.
Yeah, we'll do that. Oh.
And when we were in Colorado, Lisa had a mouse in her van. She has an older van, kind of vintage van. She had a mouse, and the mouse was actually staring her down one night. Yeah.
They're for that in there for
And
that.
it finally just left. Yeah. It just pretty much left. What's this? I hope to get enough time off to go to Quartzsite. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So about Quartzsite, I'm going to be there on the 6th. We're going to go to the WRTR that week. And so we're going to go to the WRTR during the day. And then at night, we're all going to camp together. So you're welcome to join our little group. It's going to be at High Jolly. I'm going to find a spot that day and then put out the GPS, or what do you call the coordinates for it. And yeah, so hopefully we can get a spot right there because it's the closest one to where they hold that. They have it at the ballpark over there. So let's see, Carol, I would like to, when will we be going? Okay, so I'm going to go on the 6th if you want to ride down with me, Carol. We can pick you up, or we could actually meet maybe at, I think we're going to pick up Jenny in like Palm Springs area. We'll talk. We'll see you at the workshop anyway.
Call me.
All right. Is there any other questions that you have for Anne? How about tire pressure? How do you check the tire pressure? You have like a little device thing?
Yeah, you can either go to a gas station that has a little tire thing. I'll show you. There's a little sticker on the inside of your car.
Mm-hmm.
Usually on the driver's side, there's like a little sticker, and it'll tell you the amount of pressure should be on your tire. All sure your tires will tell you.
Oh, okay.
30.
Yeah. And a lot of times they will just do it for you. Like I'll just drive into like a tire place and I'll say, can you check my...
Yeah, you can just drive in, they'll check them free.
Yeah, because they're hoping that, you'll need to buy some. So they'll check
and
for you
a lot of the newer cars tell you when your tire's low. You got that little thing sign with the little, looks like a butt.
Mm-hmm.
That's your tire pressure.
Yeah.
It'll pop on.
Okay. And then the tread, they usually put like a little stick or something there.
Yeah, you can use a little coin too.
Oh, okay.
You don't even need that. You can tell.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So
If
like
it's
if
pretty
the
bald.
outside are wearing out on both sides, then you're under pressured.
Mm-hmm.
If it's only on the middle it's wearing out, you're over pressured. If it's only on like one side or the other, your alignment's usually off.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me. My alignment was off.
Yeah, and then it'll wear out.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a shock too. So
yeah, that could be. They did fix all of that when I got new tires, though.
yeah.
All right. Let's see what this is. Liz says I'm planning on going to Yuma, LVTA area. Okay, that's real close there too. Are you going to go afterwards, or are you just going to go there for the whole time? Let me know, Liz. All right. Let's see. Karen is going to queue. Yay. Let's see. Deb, I'm in January for the WR trail. Oh, great, Deb. That'd be great. We'll have to meet you. Okay. Okay, Lucretia has to go because her sister just showed up. All right. So what about checking the oil? You just do the little stick.
Yeah, there's a dipstick.
Mm-hmm. And they're in different places. There's two. Oh, there's two dips.
Well, there's one for the oil and one for the transmission. Now the oil you have to do it when it's when the engine's not running.
Okay.
Transmission you check after it's been running and you keep it running so when it's hot. So then both of them have. Some cars don't have a transmission dipstick.
Okay.
So that's another. They want you to go to the dealer.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I mean, there's a way of making your own dipstick. You gotta get one, cut it.
There's Crystal. Hey, Crystal. Crystal just showed up.
Sorry, I got a lot of animals.
How long should your tires last after you get new tires? I think they're all different, aren't they? Like so many miles or something.
I noticed that Michelin has really good threads, but their sidewalls crack. They'll last a long time, but you got to keep the sidewalls. I guess spray something on it, like Armor All or something. I had them and it lasted a long time. If you buy real cheap ones, they're not going to last as long.
I know for sure you need to rotate them.
Yeah,
I learned that lesson last year.
You rotate like every other
oil change. Yeah.
If you have Carfax, I don't know. Mine keeps emailing me saying to rotate my tires. The tires will last. It depends on how much you drive. If you're going to be driving, you'd be buying tires more often than somebody just goes to the supermarket.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be buying, if you're doing 3, 4, 5, 6,000 miles every other month or something, you're going to be
So you think that the Michelin brand is about the best?
Not necessarily. I'll never buy them again because my sidewalls cracked.
Okay. Yeah.
I paid a lot of money for them. Right now, I have Firestone. They're okay. I like Goodyear.
Yeah.
And Kelly tires.
I know that when I had my RV, I had it at I had it like I was putting it out for rent at Outdoorsy so I could make some money off of it when I was just sitting home. And they suggest that even if your tires are good, like let's say you haven't been driving very much or something, you really need to change them at least every 5 years because they'll crack, and that's not cool. Yeah.
You don't want to get that crack on the sidewall.
Yeah. For their insurance purposes, that's like one of the requirements.
I've like Kelly tires, Goodyear tires.
Okay.
Firestone. I got them on my van now. They're not
Okay.
bad yet. I mean,
There's Lonnie. Hi, Lonnie.
Michelin has really good thread. You just gotta watch for the sidewalls. If you take care of them, they'll last you a lot longer. They're expensive.
So Deb says my transmission is sealed per my mechanic.
Yeah, so that's the one with no dipstick.
Okay, so you have to take it in to get that. How often should you do that?
Most cars are every 30,000 miles, but the newer ones, some of them are lifetime, which is kind of scary.
Oh, wow.
Like Mercedes, they are lifetime and you don't change it. But yeah, you'd be buying a new transmission.
So Lonnie Crafted Traveler says, even on an RV, I get them rotated with every oil change about every 5,000 miles. Yeah.
That's a lot, but it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what Karen has to say. Any chance you and Anne can make us up a little cheat sheet? Of what to do checks. That would be a great idea, huh? Maybe pass it out at the meetup.
Yeah, Elaine will get right on that.
Yeah, Anne. We'll talk about it.
All right.
Well, we are planning to do maybe put together afterwards. We're not going to do too much filming at the event. It's just too chaotic, and you're not going to be able to hear it anyway because people are going to be chattering here and they're going to be chattering there, and I'm trying to film and she's trying to teach. It's not a good filming environment. So what we decided to do is afterwards, we're going to go and meet down in San Diego, closer to where Anne lives, and we're going to shoot some video there, and we're going to put together like a little course. And then you'll have access to that course.
Yeah, I'll be there. And if you have any questions about your car, we'll look at it.
Liz likes Firestone and Goodyear.
Yeah. Yeah, I've said a Goodyear on my other car. I like
She said it's a really good idea to do the cheat sheet, Anne. You should get right on that. You wouldn't, trust me, you would not want me to do it because I don't even know what's under there.
Yeah, I can make one up.
Okay. I'll get them printed for you, though. How about that? Shared. All right. The training on my way to Colorado this past summer, my maintenance required light. The light went out, and I found a place to have an oil change. Good. Got to take care of those things. These are we depend on these vehicles, and
especially the oil. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, some cars have maintenance only lights, which could be a check engine light and oil change. Some have check engine and maintenance, which are separate.
Yeah. So, and I wouldn't necessarily rely on that because sometimes the lights don't go on. Because what happened to me was I went all from California all the way to Maine, and that's like 3,000 miles. Okay. And my light didn't go on at all for an oil change. I went from Maine to Maryland, which isn't that far. And my check engine light went on after I got the oil changed in Maine. So it's not reliable at all. Yeah. Then all the way from Maryland, all the way back to California, it didn't go on either. So I'm wondering in Maine if they actually did it. So that's one thing. How can you trust your mechanic?
Well, you can tell if they did the oil change. Just hold the dipstick out, and if it's black still, the oil's black, it ripped you off.
Okay. Good point. Really good point.
Yeah.
So here's a question from Lonnie. Are you a mechanic, Anne?
I work in the environment, and I work on my own car, and I've learned a lot. I've been doing it for 15 years, just being around it. So.
Good. Yeah, I know you're pretty knowledgeable. We were sitting by the campfire one night, and you're just like blowing me away. And I'm going, you know what? We should do like a workshop. That's how the idea was born there, really, about doing this.
Yeah.
Just from a need.
Yeah, I mean, I can't change an engine or anything, but I can do a lot.
So Liz changed her own filters, like the indoors ones.
What, the air filter?
I guess so. The air filters, probably.
Yeah, that's super easy. You guys can do it yourself.
Okay, if you say so.
No, air filter's easy, and I'll show you how to check it.
Okay.
What to look for.
And then you said that you're going to show us about corrosion on the battery, what to look for.
Yeah, I can show that. There's white stuff. You can clean it. You can either use Coca-Cola, just put a little bit, not a lot, because it's sticky, or you can just use baking soda and water, or you can buy the spray stuff that actually cleans the batteries.
Okay.
And then just put some, it's called dielectric grease. I don't know if you know. You just put it on the terminals and then put things back on. It'll keep the corrosion down.
Okay.
But if it's really getting bad, just get a new battery.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I noticed is not on the list, like sometimes I know that when we were in Colorado, some of the women there, and it may have been like an altitude issue over there, but some of the ladies had a hard time starting their car. We had to actually jump, I think, 3 of them while we were there in Colorado.
Depends on how old the car. If the newer cars,
these are pretty new cars. They weren't bad.
The newer cars, the computers usually take care of the altitude difference. Older cars, you had with carburetors, you had to adjust the carburetors for higher altitudes and stuff. But the newer cars should be fine. Maybe just from sitting there. Did they they move it in 10 days or start it?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Just jump them and you're good.
So Deb says, back in the 80s, I replaced my radiator. Wow. In her Datsun.
See? It wasn't that hard, right?
Okay. And you're making it sound so easy. I don't know. I'm just like,
The hard part of radiator is burping the system. Trying to get all the air bubbles out, that's the hardest part.
Okay.
Getting the fan out.
There's Matilda. Hi, Matilda. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see what Liz says again. Because some were using their car. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true, Liz. That's right. Some of them are using their, to charge their devices.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, make sure the engine's running while you're doing it.
That's true. I remember that, Liz.
So the alternator keeps the battery going and back and forth. If you're going to, I wouldn't do it. Just without that.
Yeah.
And if you have like a mini vacuum that you vacuum your vans or whatever, and you put it in a cigarette lighter, just make sure the engine's running while you're doing it.
Okay.
Drain the battery.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, I know that on my van, it's like one of them is hot and one of them will go off when you turn the car off, but one of them will stay on. Too. Yeah, in the front.
But it'll drain your battery.
It will drain it. Yeah. You got to take care of all that business before you.
While you're driving.
Yeah.
And if you really need it, just turn your engine on and let it run while you're charging.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Or solar.
That's true. That's true. But unplug it. Make sure you unplug it.
Yeah. Don't want to be stuck.
Yeah. Okay. And then adding wiper fluid. I think I could probably do that.
Yeah. And there's no such thing as blinker fluid either.
No blinker fluid? Okay. I hadn't heard that yet. Let's see what Lonnie says here.
Where do they sell it?
Even in my RV, when boondocking, I run my generator for a while to make sure that my house batteries are charged. That's a good idea, Lonnie.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's actually a good thing to run your generator. Some people think that, they want to save on the hours. They want to save on the hours. Well, you got to run it. It's meant to run. It's meant to work. Otherwise, it's just going to maybe freeze up, but it's supposed to work. So don't be afraid to turn your generator on. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you don't use the air conditioning, turn it on once in a while. Just keep it oiled up and going and moving those parts. Otherwise, you'll end up buying another AC compressor.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
No.
All right. So what are some of the things that when your check engine light goes on, and how to check it yourself? It's like if your check engine light goes on, it just says check engine, but it doesn't really give you a clue, does it?
You can buy a little device. It's probably, I got mine on Amazon. It's like $30-$40. You can get a better one, or you don't need a super big one.
It does like an analysis.
Yeah, you plug it in. There's a little plug underneath the steering column, underneath the dash. You plug it into. You turn the car on, and then you hit the button, start it, and it'll tell you how many codes you have. And it'll tell
Is it like a little box?
Yeah.
I'll bring mine. I think I have one of those, but I don't know how to use it, so I never used it.
I'll show you. I'll bring mine too. You can also just go to like AutoZone or O'Reilly's and stuff. Mainly AutoZone. They'll let you borrow theirs for free. And then you can just go to the parking lot, and then you get the code. They'll even print it out what it is.
Oh, and so then you know, because then when you take it into the mechanic, you can say, if they say it's something else, you can go, well, I run the diagnostic, and this is what it said. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know advance, and if it's something easy you can fix. Like some of this, mostly they're sensors that go out. Mainly the oxygen sensors go out, or temperature sensor. Those are the main ones.
As far as those, how important is it to get that tire sensor thing? Or have you heard of those? I know they use them a lot when they have RVs, like the tire pressure or the tire something.
Tire pressure sensors?
Yeah. How important is that? I know they're important in an RV because you're carrying a lot of weight.
They did it a million years ago without them. I prefer not to have them.
Just and they're expensive, I think.
No, well, the whole sensor is, and then you have to have them programmed once you change them. It's just a hassle. I'd rather not have them. You don't have to have them. Just check your pressure.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to drive a school bus way back in the day. I was trained on all of the school buses, the really big ones. But I ended up having a route on the small little handicap ones. And it was a really good job. Very, very rewarding because I carted around just kids with different kinds of issues, and yeah. So before you get in that bus, you have to do a total check. Now, how they trusted me to do that, I don't know. But I mean, I did learn, but I mean, I couldn't do it today. But it was a lot.
Yeah, like if you're taking a long trip, you're gonna check all that stuff before you go. Yeah. I always change my oil before I go, even if it doesn't need it. If I'm going on a long trip, I'll check everything.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And then also, like in Quartzsite, it could get very, very dusty. So you want to check your air filter afterwards to make sure, at least blow it out or something. Sometimes they'll have somebody come actually to Quartzsite and they'll blow it out for you. When the check engine comes on, I check my gas cap first. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a little that happens.
Yeah.
Usually a small evap leak.
And she says, we don't use tire pressure sensors. Just check the tires regularly. Yeah. Yep. Let's see what Carol's going to say here. Is that the thing that you have on the TV commercials? I was curious if they are real. Yeah, I think so. I mean, probably the tire pressure things, or maybe that little device that you put in your car. Is that what you're talking about? That checks your check engine? I think that's maybe what she's talking about.
Oh yeah, they have all different ones. Yeah, they have a little teeny one you can just keep in there.
So Lottie goes to Les Schwab or somewhere that have her air checked. Yeah. It's probably,
Okay.
it could be hard. Yeah. Let's see what Liz says here.
Especially if you have a dually. I don't know how you get
Oh yeah, that's
back
true.
one. Yeah.
I'm sure yours are probably dually, aren't they, Lonnie? Because you have a pretty good size RV. Well, maybe it's like a 22, 24, maybe. Tire pressure, I check every time I pump the gas. Oh, good for you, Liz. My house batteries get full with alternator and solar panels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, let's see what Crystal says. I have a 1999 Chevy van, and it has no bells and whistles at all. No sensors as far as I know, and I prefer that. I have no power locks in the windows either, so I do everything manually, physical walk around always. Yeah, I don't have too many bells and whistles in mine either. Although it does have the windows go up and the power windows go up and down.
Yeah.
But my door is not, it's not automatic or anything like that. Like most of them, my hatch is not automatic. It's a very base model.
There's just less stuff to break.
Yeah. So Liz has dualies and she has extenders to check.
Oh, okay.
You know how they have those little extenders on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lonnie's is a 24 foot. And she has dualies too. Yeah, mine was like that too. And the back tire stem does come through the front. Okay.
Okay. Well, if you can't do it, just bring it somewhere and have them check it.
Yeah. So see, I do something. Play with helpless females. I have a hard time with the dualies on there.
Just keep your hood open and just like look sad.
Yeah.
Men don't think women can do much, anyways.
Yeah. I know. That's why we need to go to this workshop so we can be informed.
Yeah, I'll help you individually, show you where your stuff is on your car.
Yeah.
Some batteries on the right, some on the left.
Yeah.
Oil, where the dipstick is, how to check it.
Yeah. I think I have some jumper cables. We can demo that too. Let's put that on the list.
Don't use jumper cables.
Jumper cables, okay.
Yeah, don't use those.
Don't use what? What did I say?
Jumper cables.
Well, what did I say?
You have jumper cables.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a must, try not to use jumper cables because the other person jumping you can ruin their alternator.
Oh.
Jumping you. They have these little jump boxes. I have one in my van. They're like $60. Just keep it charged up, put it on, and start you right up. I'll show you that too.
Can you briefly just go over kind of like the mechanics of like how your car works? Like when you turn it on, like then it turns on the alternator, and then the alternator, then you don't need your battery anymore. And how does all of that like work? There's like a system that it goes through, right?
Alternator keeps
turning your car. When you turn your car on, what happens?
Turn it on. Music on. No. The belts go. Most of them have, now a lot of the new cars only have one belt called a drive belt, and it goes through your alternator, your AC, and
so when you turn the key, it turns the gears inside your motor, and then that turns
starts the engine. The spark plugs ignite.
Okay.
The gas in, and the injectors go.
Okay.
Ignites the engine, and then
everything starts running.
Pistons start going up and down, and your belts are going.
Okay.
Then once it starts warming up, your fan comes on to cool it off. That's where the coolant goes through. It goes on half of the block on the engine, and it cools the engine off.
So is your battery still active at that point, or does your battery shut off and then your alternator takes over and it just your engine
it's
just
kind
runs?
of like it alternator kind of keeps the battery going.
Okay.
So if the alternator dies, the battery dies. It'll work until the juice just and then the alternator usually starts it and then keeps it juiced up. That's what the alternator does. So the battery runs your radio, your lights,
okay.
stuff
So
like
that's a
that.
constant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Doesn't run the engine though.
So in Quartzsite, I'm going to be going to Quartzsite on the 6th, January the 6th, in conjunction with the WRTR. We're going to park at, hopefully I can find a place at High Jolly, which is the closest one by the main road there. Closest one to where the WRTR is being held. If I can't find a spot there, I will let you know. And there's other areas that we can easily go to from there. So just stay tuned. And if I know you're going, then I'll make sure that I contact you, even personally, Crystal. Okay. Oh, let's see. Here's Lonnie. When you turn the key, it turns on the electrical system to the spark plugs, to the pistons, to the belts, to the fluids start going through. Okay. Got it. Good idea. I'm Canadian, and we aren't as big on into tipping as in the U.S. And so I have to remember that when I'm down south. Yeah, we do a lot of tipping here because we don't pay well. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a car. Oh, really, Carol? You want to be a car mechanic? Yeah. Your dad said no way. You're a girl. Aw. Hey, it's never too late, right?
Hey, it's a job you'll always make money on.
I think so.
He needs a break done. Hey, I'll do your break.
Specialize in helping women, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. So Crystal's going to come on the 8th. Great. We'll see you there. And all right. So let's talk a little bit about when this is again. So it's going to be on December the 12th at O'Neill Regional Park in the campground area. The campground is being paid for, by your $35 that you're donating to put this on. And we've got a big site. And it'll be from 1 o'clock to about 3. If it takes a little bit longer, it takes a little bit longer. And we're just going to go through answering all your questions. You're going to go through a checklist that you're going to prepare ahead of time and hand out. So you'll have like a little cheat sheet that was suggested. I think that's a great idea. And if you want to stay and camp there, you're welcome to do so. It's an extra $15 charge. And that's basically to buy the food that I'm going to be feeding you while I'm going to do a chicken dinner. I'll probably do like potato salad, coleslaw, stuff like that. Barbecue chicken dinner. And then the following morning, I'll prepare a pancake breakfast. And that's all included in your $50. So you can come for the day and just pay the $35, or you can stay for the night. And you can check in as early as 12 o'clock. And it's $50. Just one-time flat fee. That's it. Now, to register, I'm going to share something with you that very, very few people know about because I have not made this major announcement as of yet. Okay? So we have a website. I'm going to share this with. Oh, you know what? I don't know how to share the screen on here. Oh, shoot. I don't think I can share it with you. Can you? I don't know if you can share screen on here. I should have figured this out before. Yeah, no, I can't. Okay. I'm going to write down in the chat here what the name of the website is, and you can go there and check it out. I've only invited a few people there so far. So here's the name of the website, and I probably will announce it maybe next Sunday if we do something. Okay. It's called Nomads Down the Road. So what you're going to see when you first go on there, I'm sorry that I don't know how to share the screen here, but oh well. What it is we have a map. And on that map are all going to be locations. And there's only a few there because we only have like, I think I told like 30 people so far, just to go in there and test it for me and make sure that everything was working. So it's called Nomads Down the Road. And on the very first, when you first go there, you're going to see a big video. And it's all different camping adventures that we've done together as a group over the last year. So you'll see Liz on there, and you'll see Stacy's on there. She's waving and stuff. So there's a lot of people that you're probably familiar with that are in that video. So I kind of put that together to explain what the website is about. And what it is, it's going to be a nomad community for you. So there is different groups that you can join. Like if you are a YouTuber, you can have a group just for your own YouTube channel where you can invite your subscribers to come into your group and basically communicate with you. Kind of like a Patreon thing, but without the fee. Because right now the website is totally free because I'm trying to get nonprofit status. But we have to build it up first. We have to prove that, we are worthy of it before we can apply for any grants or anything like that, because we want to do some programs. Liz and I want to do a program called Share the Land, where we can get landowners to maybe let us use their land for retreats. I think it's going to be a pretty nice website. So it's just starting. And what we're going to do is we're going to build this community together. And once you go on there, you can kind of see it's kind of developed kind of like a Facebook. It has that feel to it where, you can click on a link and you can, friend people, connect with them. You can message them. It's all private messaging. So your email is not revealed. You can go on and you can click on the map and you'll connect with a host. Their whole profile will come off and you'll be able to read exactly what they offer. Now, here's the thing that we were kind of talking about earlier. I did like just a little welcome orientation just for the people that I've invited on so far. And what we did was we went over the website, and one thing was suggested, even if you do not have a curb or a driveway where you can host somebody at your place. Like I have a little bit of an issue with that because I live in a condo and it's a gated community. So if you're coming with a big RV or something, I can't really host you, although I'd like to host you. So what I would do is still be on there as a host, but say there is a campground like 15 minutes away. It's easy to get a campsite. You don't need reservations. Just check and see if they have space. And it's $15 a night. And I would love to come up there and meet you and, maybe go out to lunch or something like that. So I'm still a host, but I'm not hosting them at my house. I'm hosting them in nearby. So what we want to do is whoever can possibly host or accommodate people as they travel. Let's say they're traveling to Quartzsite. If you're on that map and they can see that you're on their route, they can contact you privately. Your address is not revealed. Only your city and your state are revealed. It's totally private. You don't have to give out any personal information until you approve of that person. So when they contact you, as soon as you look at that message, basically through the website, you see their profile as well. So you can totally ignore them. You can, block them, or you can, start a conversation. And then after that, then it's up to you. It's pretty cool. We've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. So we finally got the technology to put that together. And then we kind of build it up from there with some groups. We're going to, if you do a craft and you want to put something on there for your crafts, you can write your own articles and submit those. So it's a very community-driven website where you participate. It's not my website, it's our community website. So the features that I'm building into it are for you to access. You can put up your own events. And then they'll contact you. You will be a host of that event or the organizer of that event. I have nothing to do with that. And it's all driven through this website. So you have to become a member. Like, it's free. You just have to basically sign up, and then you'll have like a username and a password, and you'll get to have a profile on there. And if you go to the front page, what I would do before I signed up is just go to under the picture. It says like getting started guide. It'll kind of show you what's inside and like how to sign up. And if you want to be a host, how to put your city and state so your address is not showing up. I never collect any addresses or anything like that. I don't know anything about that as far as collecting. So nobody will ever know your own personal address. Okay. So again, it is, I'll write it again. It's Nomads Down the Road. And that's where we have actually, if you go to on the top, it'll say events. If you click on the events, you'll see the event, and you can register and pay right on that website under events. You'll see, it's the only event we have on there right now. It's just Anne's event. Okay. Yeah. So I'm excited. We'll probably do, and this is kind of like a little soft opening, you know, getting a few more people in there and stuff, but we'll probably, it's ready to go. We're going to add as we go. We're going to have different courses. We want to put up a shop where we can sell things like mugs and things like that. So if you want to have a shop, you know, once we get that going. So like I said, we're building this together. The base is there. The map is there. The ability to communicate with people is there. And the ability to have your own groups are there. You do not have to be a YouTube creator to have a group. You can have a group for sewing. You know, if you're a quilter, you want to connect with other people in the United States or wherever, really, it could be worldwide, and have a little quilting guild, I guess you would call it, or club. You're more than welcome to do that. You want to get together and paint, you want to have like a little online class or something like that, you can totally do that. It's up to you. But the main feature is really, it started with the map and it kind of grew from there as we had other things. People said different things that they wanted to do. So I hope you'll join, and I will see you on the website. And something that I'm going to open up, I have to figure out the funds for this. I may do something like a Kickstarter or something. I think it would be totally awesome if we had an app. So I can have an app for the website that'll go in conjunction with it, but you'll have an app on your phone. It's the only problem is it's very expensive, and I already put out Muko bucks just to develop this as far as it is right now, and not charging because we want to, like I said, we want to try for the nonprofit status. But if we can get some money together, you guys, we could do the app. That's like the next step. So maybe we can put our heads together and figure out how to do some crowdfunding or something if you guys want the app. I just can't do it myself. Maybe we charge a membership fee for that. I don't know. You know what? We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out together. But I'm just saying it's not something that I can personally do myself. Like this was a lot for me. So, all right. So do we have any other questions for Anne? We're going on about an hour now, so I want to wrap this up, but let's see. Here's a question. So Liz says, simply see, I can run my air conditioning for about an hour on my own car. My car will shut down, but it will come back on. But it's 24-volt battery. Oh, that's a decent sized battery, isn't it? Aren't they usually 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, Liz, you got
keep the engine running.
Here, let you read it again. Let me see if I can find her question here. Here. Okay, this one here. This was Stacy's question. What's your opinion on running your AC or heater for 2 or more hours while not driving? And Liz answered. This is what Liz answered. I can run my AC for an hour my own car will shut down, but come back on because she has a 24-volt battery. That's what Liz answered her.
Well, from what I know is you can run your heater and your AC. Well, not at the same time, but as long as your engine's running, you can leave it on all night. It's just going to burn your gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I don't understand why everybody keeps getting those big heaters and stuff. Just turn your car on and heat your
just
car.
as long, just as long as you're not doing it in your garage.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be a statistic.
Yeah, you'll be a statistic for sure.
Yeah, just make sure you're outside and you can run it.
Yeah, the app is going to be so cool, Liz. You got to help me figure out how to make some money for it, though, because it's kind of expensive to do. So we'll figure it out, won't we? All right. Well, Anne being cute. Anne, are you going to try?
I'm going to try for at least a couple days. Maybe I'll leave Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Let me know and we'll hunt you down.
Yeah.
Camp with us. So Liz has a new Ford Flex. Has a lot. That Ford Flex has a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah.
I mean, mechanical wise, it does like a lot of different things she was telling me. Really cool. That was a good buy, Liz. Really good. All right. And I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, Anne, for coming on today and talking a little bit about the workshop and for doing the workshop. I think it's going to be an awesome workshop.
I hope I help you guys.
Yeah. Right now, there are 2 spots left in the camp area. And then what we'll do is we'll take a waiting list. And then if I get like enough people to pay for another site next door, because it is available, then I'll let you guys in that waiting list. Okay. And then we'll have just a little bit bigger group. Okay. But there's tons of space available for people just to come for the day. That's totally fine if you just want to come for the day. All right. All right. So thank you very much. Thanks for participating, everybody, with your questions and everything. And we'll see you on the road. Bye-bye.
Now what?
That's it.